Okay, so I've got an unpopular opinion for you today, which most Brits will be livid and irritated and will kick and scream and cry about. Um, but the truth is, England has the best food for value and quality in the world. That I have seen, strong caveat. That being said, I've taken over 30 flights this year and it's only July. And I've been travelling for quite a long time. Now, I don't think I visited even half the countries in the world, but I have visited a fair few in every continent, and it's a consistent finding. Now, one of the best things I love about Bali specifically, I think they have the best selection of international food for the price at restaurants. I think you can go to Michelin star restaurants for 10% of what you would pay in London. I think Australia has the freshest produce, and like the juiciest fruits and vegetables. I think America has the most fun snacks. And I think overall, France has the top tier food of all time. But English supermarkets as a whole just smash it out the park for the cost. And one thing that really nailed home today, that fact, is the British meal deal. Now, loads of people in England are like, oh, the meal deal's the best thing ever. And there's even the hardest geezer who ran across Africa last year. It took him a year. The one thing that he was missing during his run was Tesco's meal deal, and when they found out what he was doing, they sent him a load. That's how big a deal it is for Brits. And I've never been that invested in it, but like, don't get me wrong, meal deal's all right. But today, walking to Guildford, stopped off to have some food, and then we were like, oh, okay, a meal deal. Why not? Let's just pop into Tesco. And for £3.60, I managed to get a sandwich, a shake, and a protein bar that was 65 grams of protein for 750 calories. Excuse me, what? So if you have three of those a day, you're talking 2,200 calories for 195 grams of protein. 195 grams of protein for 2,200 calories for £10.80. That's ridiculous. And that's with no washing up. It's instant, like, decent quality healthy food. It's unbelievable. And it just shocks me that, especially in the UK, there's a cost of living crisis going on at the moment, which I have fundamental issues with the fact that my day-to-day job is speaking with the average person in the UK and their family and children, and the biggest hobby I hear is that they have is shopping. And when your biggest hobby, or most common consistent answer, is shopping, I don't think you have a cost of living crisis. But hey, what do I know? But yeah, the quality and variety and value of food in the UK is actually phenomenal. And although food prices have significantly increased over the last few years, close to doubled in lots of areas, it's still the cheapest and best value in the world. Now, you can go to other countries, Eastern Europe, for example, where their average earning is a third of what it is in the UK, and your average food bill at the supermarket is the same as it is here. And it's the same, petrol is the same price as it is here. But their purchasing power is a third of ours. And people say we've got it bad. Anyway, that wasn't the point of the discussion today. It was not how great it is to be in England, but just, and it's not about how it feels like times are really hard, when in reality I don't think they are. But just to say that, like, food is something that's really important to me in my life, and especially healthy food in terms of getting enough protein, and but then again, I love sweets. The majority of my diet is ice cream. But no matter where we're going, food is obviously really important, and we try loads of different cuisines, and eating, like meal preparing at home, or just general, like how you would have eaten growing up, we've also gone to the absolute extreme where we've also only ever eaten out in every single meal. And it's a really interesting thought and discussion for me, for how it all plays out across the world. And every time we come home, it's surprising that the realization I have that, yeah, food here is actually fantastic. And there are caveats to that, like our fruits and vegetables are not the tastiest. They're not the most juicy, the most succulent, blah, 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 but they are, on average, fantastic quality and value for the cost. For the cost. Now, I think absolutely that specific scenario, Australia, absolutely launches out the park, but it is more expensive, no question. But it's also not as expensive as everyone thinks. It's really interesting that food around the world actually is just not as expensive as everyone thinks, but generally food around the world is more expensive than it is in the UK. There you go. Not in my usual video, but just thoughts for today. In that it just blew my mind that in Bali, typically we spend about 10 to 12 pounds a day on food. And admittedly, that's eating out pretty much every single meal. But for less than that, for £10.80, here in the UK, you can get better stats just as easily. And if staying fit and healthy is the goal, it's crazy. It's crazy. And then Millie did some maths of, if I had my normal breakfast plus 2 meal deals a day, I'm still looking at £7 a day or something, or just over £7 a day for your normal 2 to 2,500 calories and 150 grams of protein. And like my favourite meal of the day I still get to keep. And that's just like 50 quid a week on food. That's just so cheap. So yeah, there we go. Thoughts for the day. Sorry if I've upset anyone. If this is just a complete revelation to you, go check out the meal deals. They're quite fun to go and have a look at the stats of and create a saving. Like my meal deal today was £3.60 and I made a saving of over £5, which I was like, what? That's crazy. But yeah, there you go. Fun thoughts. Peace.